What's up, everybody? Welcome to the PixelPlay Podcast, episode 223. My name is Adam, aka CS Radical, joined as always, Chris, Jin and Chris, Kaylan, Catastrophe, and we are here to tell you why the Super Mario Brothers movie, not the new one, the oldest one, is the best TV, film, game adaptation, whatever you want to call it. That's what we're here to do. Or maybe we're just going to bring up other projects in that that are actually good. I don't know. You know, maybe somebody's going to bring up the OG and try to make a case for it.
You forget how weird Nintendo was in the 90s with their shows. Like, we had the Mario, movie, but then there was the Mario show, the Super Mario show.
Yeah, with Captain Lou Albano.
Which was amazing.
It was amazing.
Followed by the questionably amazing Legend of Zelda TV show.
Well, excuse me, princess.
It is going to be an interesting line to draw. We're going to try to collectively come up with as in the three of us collectively, our top 10.
Definitive.
In terms of films or television shows based off of a video game series. And will that line mean actually good or so bad it's good? I don't know. That sounds like a case we get to make later in the show.
Stick around and find out.
Yeah. But first, hey, Kaylan. I got no other jokes. I ran out of puns from last week.
I don't know. You guys were really cold last week, but like...
Yeah, now we can throw it back to Chris because Chris's furnace isn't working, so...
Now I'm actually cold. It's freezing in here. I'm wearing a sweater.
That's getting back at what you guys did to me.
That was... I literally just laughed because it was funny. I didn't say anything, but I didn't
It's
stop
okay.
him
We saw Chris have to go upstairs for a second, so we saw him doing a bit of an Ice Climbers tribute.
Also, a great game. That needs a show. No, it doesn't.
Does it, though?
No, it needs a full feature.
It needs it the same way that Tetris needs one.
Wait, Tetris did get a movie.
Yeah.
Never mind.
And we called it Pixels.
No, I mean it got a movie that was like
I know what you said. I know what I
yeah.
said.
It's like a exaggeration of the story of how Tetris was brought to America.
It was like a biopic, right?
Yeah, it was.
I never saw that.
It was actually really good. Yeah. I was surprised at how good that movie was.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
doesn't count.
Doesn't count. It's not. Yeah, I don't think it does.
And as much as it makes me sad, neither does Wreck-It Ralph, and that's going to frustrate me a little bit because that is pretty good too.
Wreck-It Ralph is. It'll be a shout out.
Why can't it be there?
Because it's not based off of a franchise. It just has some franchises in it.
Kaylan's like, hang on, I got to change my list.
Well, it does, because, I got a couple things on there that aren't, video game movie. I'll put those in there before we get going, but, there's some great gaming movies and shows that aren't games adaptations.
Well, then what's the fun in that? We got to find a way to fit the Dead or Alive movie on this list, Kaylan.
Do we?
Yes.
No.
Jamie Presley as fucking Tina Armstrong was amazing. And also Kevin Nash's bass. It was pretty good.
Careful. I'm going to put Final Fantasy on that one.
You can?
Which one? Neither are good.
The good one.
Okay, so Advent Children got it.
No, that's not where I was going.
I know that's where you were. As we said before, Spirits Within. Final Fantasy if it wasn't Final Fantasy.
It's more
StarCraft. So far, the best thing.
No wonder Kaylan likes it so much. Because it's the most furthest away from Final Fantasy than it gets.
Yeah. It's like Kingdom Hearts, but it's really just a Doom mod. And it's like, it's the best Kingdom Hearts.
I'm legitimately trying to think, Chris, what do you think would actually be legitimately the Final Fantasy game, like a game with a Final Fantasy in its name, that Kayla might actually have the best shot at actually enjoying?
You got to get the people who made Game of Thrones and then make a Final Fantasy
No, existing game.
That.
Oh, existing game? No, there's none. There's no answer to this.
There's no off game? Maybe Dirge of Cerberus might somehow work?
No. Oh, would it? Maybe Chocobo Racing. Chocobo Racing's got Kaylan.
So the one I think, because I've looked into this before, the one that I think that might win me over the most, and you guys can correct me on this, is Final Fantasy VI. That seems like the most if Kaylan.
I was originally going to say 12 because it's basically Star Wars.
Is it?
Kind of.
It's very Star Warsy.
A lot of people make comparisons to Star Wars.
But...
Yeah, because Final Fantasy VI was kind of mech magic kind of stuff, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, I mean,
steampunky.
12, you literally break a princess out of a prison
Go on.
and go on an airship with hot guy and his not what's the word I'm looking for? Like non-human partner.
Yeah, Chewbacca, but as a big bunny girl.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys are going back and like you're like going the right way, then you're like detour
That's what I
off the
mean.
cliff.
It has the best chance. It doesn't mean it's still going to work.
I think
Honestly-
that we got to go pixelated so that Kaylan can fill in his own imagination in the parts where he's like, wow, that was like a really serious toned game. I like the part where the Umaro was like, Umaro. Like, yeah, that was great, you know?
I feel like Final Fantasy VII also would kind of like hit my interest. The problem is I
OG
don't want to play.
maybe.
I don't want to play like the 60-hour 2 games already to catch up, and I'm not playing like the crappy pixeled PS1 version either.
And you're kind of shit out of luck on that.
I think we should get Kaylan
Seven's
to
a
play
write-off
different
then.
series.
I didn't say I was
You're
gonna
you're
play it.
you're looking at either 4 or 6 at this point.
Yeah, maybe Final Fantasy isn't for Kaylan. I don't know. We'll see.
After 3 years, we finally figured out Final Fantasy's not for Kaylan.
I thought that's why we were here. That's the whole point of this podcast.
No, the whole point of the podcast is, when we finally hit 100,000. Actually, no, whenever we get the silver plaque for YouTube, we have to make Kaylan sit down and at least play 1 hour of Kingdom Hearts.
I mean, if we get the little silver button thing, I will play Kingdom Hearts. I will. You guys
there
can
we
pick
go.
one. I don't care where.
Saving that
one?
for the future.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If we get the little silver play button.
That'd be like the ultimate thing. Like, what's the things we hate the most? It just sounds like me and Chris collectively have to play we have to play some like horrible, like scary horror game like co-op together and just freak the fuck out.
Yeah.
That's throwing me into Amnesia or
Ugh.
Phasmophobia.
No, here's what you have to do. You have to play Resident Evil in the VR mode.
Resident Evil 7 in VR.
Nope.
Yeah.
Keep your plaque. Fuck it. There's no way.
Okay, how long do we have to play it for? That's the ultimate question. Because if it's just
Till it's
go
over.
until I literally like shit my pants and have to take it off, like, okay, sure. Like once I break the VR set after throwing it off of my head, yeah, I guess that counts.
It's either shit your pants or beat the game. It's up to you. Oh, yeah.
Well,
Either way, it's gonna be
instead of talking
uncomfortable.
about games that we'll play, 10 years from now when we finally get the plaque, let's talk about games we've been playing recently. So I'll start us off because I finally have played something.
Yay.
I will say I have started Trails Beyond the Horizon, but it's only 3 hours in, or as most Trails fans call it, basically doing nothing other than getting caught up on like something from 4 games ago.
That's the title
Trails after 3 hours.
Nice.
So yeah, I'll talk to you guys more on that later. But I did end up finishing a game. Didn't take me very long. It's like somewhere around like the 8 to 10 hour mark. For those who have an old memory of games like Papers, Please, you'd be interested in a game that just recently came out called Quarantine Zone.
I've seen this one.
What's the full name of it? Give me one sec here. Quarantine Zone: The Last Check. I knew there was a little bit extra to it. So essentially, I mean, Papers, Please is the best way I can explain it. It's Papers, Please, but at the checkpoint of a zombie apocalypse. So you're checking people to see, obviously, if they have signs of, turning. Some of them are going to be very obvious. There are people that will walk straight up to you with a massive bite on their head. Not all of them are that simple, though. Sometimes it's their temperature. Sometimes it's testing their reflexes. Sometimes it's obviously as simple as what's going on in their eyes. And then there are a lot of other things as the game goes on where it's like base building, to try to keep improving things there so you keep people alive. And then there's also at certain points like you can get attacked by zombies, so it turns to almost like a Call of Duty like AC 130 moment where you're just shooting massive hordes of zombies for half a second as a nice little aside. I will say, like, I'm not going to say anything like overwhelmingly positive about it. It's just a good time sink, like straight up. Like, I know it's on Game Pass right now. This is a perfect pickup for Game Pass because it's, like I said, the story mode or quote unquote story mode is like 8 to 10 hours. It gets pretty much its point across right away. It slowly adds a few more things going in. It does keep it fresh enough that it doesn't feel like it's, dragging or anything. So I was pretty happy with that. It's a solid 7. It does come with a lot of complaints still. I mean, you can tell by looking at the gameplay itself if you're watching the video version. It can be a little jank at times. It's not terribly bad, but it can be a little bit jank. The worst thing that kept bothering me. So whenever somebody comes in and if you're watching the video version, you've seen them kind of show the list a little bit. There's things you're supposed to look out for, whether it's a bite mark, whether it's the color of their eyes, whether there's cuts on their skin, anything like that. There are certain metrics that you put them either as, okay, you're good, you can just go into the encampment, you need to go into quarantine, or you're getting shot. Sorry. And I found out at one point you have to actually mark them for whatever you're marking them for. Like if they have a bite mark, you have to put in your report it's a bite mark. I'm like, okay, fine, whatever. I made the mistake a couple of times. I was like, I know that's the right decision. They had a bite mark on their goddamn face. They're going to get liquidated. And then the game will be like, yeah, but you didn't do it right. I'm like, but they have a bite on their head. And then I realized I wasn't checking off the report. So I did that. And then I realized that it wants you to literally check off everything that's coming up, even if it has nothing to do with the status that you're going to put them in. So if they have bruises on them, which is only like green level, so they're fine, but they have a bite mark on their body, you got to put both or it's a bad report. Because I would keep knowingly put the bite mark in, knowing that I have to get them killed and sending them off. And then the game was like, you did an okay job on that report. I'm like, what do you mean okay? They have a goddamn bite mark the size of an apple on their goddamn forehead.
The zombie has a bruise. Why did no one talk about the zombie's bruise?
It's like they had a mild, like, weird, like, mole on their arm and you didn't make note of that? And I'm like, I'm sorry. I couldn't help but the fact that they had red eyes. Their skin was, like, liquidating before my very eyes and there were 17 bites all over their dick. What did you want from me?
That's a
So
lot.
Adam is not built for bureaucracy or government oversight.
I am here for efficiency. I am Doze. I am the Department of Zombie Efficiency. There's my new T-shirt design right there.
There we go.
Yeah.
The Department of
Next to
Does.
Chris's fence sitter. But yeah, no, it's a solid game. Like if it's something that people need as like an in between game, it's a great one for that because it's not demanding at all, and it's something you can pop in for a couple of waves and then just be chill with and go back to something else. It's a good in between.
Nice.
You like it?
Yeah, I see this one on
fun.
like TikTok and stuff, and it seems cool.
Yeah, it's perfectly serviceable. I'd say I love like games like Papers, Please, and there was another. I can't remember the name of it. I played it last year. It was like a fantasy game of you being like someone who cleans like different artifacts.
Okay.
Oh, right. Yeah, I can't remember.
I just can't think of the name off the top of my head. But I would take those two above this one. But like as a nice quick in between game, especially when I really needed one at the beginning of this month, I'll take it. I'll take whatever I can get at this point.
Yeah.
Nice.
Seems like a good Game Pass game too. Like if you're already playing other games on Game Pass, like don't sign up for it. But if you're already
it's a
playing,
great accompaniment to what you're
Or
already doing.
whatever.
Yeah.
Do whatever you want with your money.
I mean, it's a $20 game, and Game Pass is like $30. Play the game, but maybe financially go the right path for it.
Yeah, and then if you're not looking at Game Pass, like I would just say that it's probably a good like $10 to $15 when it's on a Steam sale or something. So,
No, does look fun.
all right, Chris, let's warm you up a little bit here. What have you been playing?
So for me, I have played a couple games, but I'm going to just really focus on one because I guess I beat it. This is one of those games, though, where it's like saying you beat it doesn't really exist. Sonic Racing Cross Worlds. I beat all the Grand Prix in the game, including the DLC ones. This game is so good. Like, Mario Kart World, don't get me wrong, is not a bad game. I did enjoy playing it. It's just, again, when you have Mario Kart 8 and then you go to it and everything, it's like a real tough sell. Crossworlds takes like whatever the last Sonic Racing game was, which was like Team Sonic Racing or something, where it was like groups of 3 all the time. This beats that game like to a pulp. Like this is a really, really, really good racing game. And the thing is it feels very arcadey, and Sega has gotten smart where it has branched out, obviously, with all these different DLC characters and everything that they keep adding. So already in the game, you've got Pac-Man, Nights into Dreams, Steve, I think is his name or whatever, from Minecraft.
Steve is his name.
You've got Patrick and SpongeBob from SpongeBob. Like, there's kind of characters for everybody. Like, obviously, the kids would get a kick out of certain characters like SpongeBob. But they're throwing in, like, Knights into Dreams, like Knights from that old Sega stuff, which is not a DLC character. Like, some characters they're adding to the game for free, and some they're holding behind, like, obviously, a paid DLC wall. But yeah, it's cool because every time they're adding a character, they're not just adding a character, they're adding a track and music for that character. And then once there's, and I think what they're doing is they're releasing them in groups of 3. So it wasn't just like, oh, Minecraft's available today. It was like Minecraft and Pac-Man and SpongeBob are all releasing at the same time. And then they get a Grand Prix where it's their 3 tracks back to back. And it's like another Grand Prix. So it's very cool to the way they've done that because it makes everybody like get really hyped to go in. But I think what really sets this apart is there is community events in the game. So when, you know, it's like, all right, Pac-Man and stuff is here, they actually have a Pac-Man event and you go in, if you play online versus single player, there's these world events where you're racing and you're doing all like the Pac-Man level and you're playing all the different like stuff related to that DLC release. But they also kind of have, I guess it's kind of like a battle pass connected to it, but it's not like you have to pay for it. It's more like the more you play, the more just extra things you unlock. And it's all kind of useless. It's not like you're unlocking new characters or anything like that. You'll unlock like different title cards and stuff for your like online profile and all this other stuff. So it kind of gives you that incentive to go back in and play with the online community. Versus just keeping this as a single player or local multiplayer game. But the thing is, it's also very good at that too. So if you're looking for like more online racing and online, you know, kind of battle passy, live servicey kind of stuff without having to actually like, there's nothing really serious behind it. It's more just for fun. And, you know, it's not like Fortnite where it drains your wallet and stuff. That like it does it really well there. But if you want to just have a really cool kart racer that you would play at home with people on your TV locally, or just play by yourself on your Steam Deck, where this runs also like flawlessly, by the way, it's also really great at that too. So it's kind of doing like the best of both worlds, which I wasn't expecting it to do. I wasn't expecting that online battle passy like events kind of stuff that they had, which is really cool. But the actual game itself, like with the racing, the levels are really fun and the cars are really fun because the cars are customizable. Like you can choose not just like what type of wheels and stuff like you would in Mario Kart. You're choosing the front of the car, the back of the car, the wheels, and I think one other thing. And as you customize it, it does alter the speed, handling, acceleration, all that kind of stuff. So there is customization that you can do, as well as just like in the older Sonic racing games, the cars transformed into boats, into airplanes and stuff like that. So different paths do different things. You may go down a car path while other people are going down like a boat or airplane path, which is very fun. And the main thing with this game, besides obviously the cars and the cars transforming and stuff like that, is obviously this whole cross worlds thing. And what you do is when you go into a level, lap 1 and lap 3 of every course is the actual course that you see in the Grand Prix. So it's like you're in, like if you're looking at the screen right now, it's like a mall or something like that. So that'll be like, say, the second race in the Grand Prix, and you go into it. Lap 1, you do it, but then at the end of lap 1, all of a sudden there's a portal. And whoever's in first place gets to either drive on the left or right-hand side of the screen. Left will be like, it'll show like what level you could go to on the left. Like you could force it to go to this lava level for the second lap. Or on the right-hand side, there's random. And it'll actually like let the game choose for you. So you'll have a Grand Prix with 3 tracks or 3 courses, but the second lap of every course is some random course from this huge list. So it'll be like you're in a mall, and then all of a sudden, second lap, you're in like a volcano with all these giant robot like dragons trying to get at you. And then you go through the portal again, and all of a sudden you're doing the third lap back in the mall. Then you go to the next level and you do 1 lap, but then you go through a portal and you're in this other crazy part, and then you come back. So they have added this like, you're never bored in a level because you have no idea what that second lap is going to be like. They've got collectibles in the game like red rings, just like in Sonic like platforming games. They've got 5 red rings in each level. as you collect them, you unlock other like decals and stuff for cars and car parts and stuff like that. Every time you go into a race, it chooses a rival for you, and you can choose your difficulty. If you beat every single rival, you unlock Supersonic in the game. Like, there's just so much stuff that you can actually do in this that, even though I'm done it in the sense that I beat every Grand Prix with, like, a first-place finish, I could probably play this for another 100 hours. There's a person on my Steam list, a friend, that has been playing this for, like, 160 hours. They're in it, like, all the time. And even I've seen that they have, like, not unlocked everything, because you can see in the game, like, your friends and what they've got or not. So it's kind of just, like, always going. Like, it's just there's so much different stuff that you can do. And, yeah, it is a lot of fun. It is expensive. This game is expensive. But, I mean, when you put it next to Mario Kart World, it's actually on sale, it looks like. There's that, too. But, yeah.
Well, it is not a Nintendo game.
Yeah. So I got it on sale during the Steam Winter Sale, but it wasn't much. I think it was either like 10 or 20% off. Like I think
it was 20. If I remember
yeah,
correctly,
I had a gift card. So I'm assuming this will go even more on sale by this summer, because they'll want to keep the hype going and get people into the game for the online community and stuff. But yeah, like if you're just looking for a really fun kart racer, this is it. This is a really, really fun arcade kart racer.
Having played both now, which would you put above the other?
This over Mario Kart? Mm. Oh, this by far is above Mario Kart. Very much.
That's what puts that over the edge to you?
For me, it's the levels, because in Mario Kart, like, all the levels are connected, but there's no laps, and it's just like this one continuous thing, and you can't really customize it and stuff like that. Here, yes, there's the Grand Prix, but when you go into the online portion, there's so much different customization on what tracks you're doing and everything like that. I think you can even build out like what like the portal levels are going to be and stuff like that. So there's just, I don't know, it just feels like you have more control in this on what you want to do, where in the Mario Kart one, you're more stuck in like, if you want to do, you know, this set of tracks, like this is it. And when you go online, like that's it. Like you do these few different sets of like 4 tracks or whatever in a row. You can't, like, mix and match. Yeah. Like, even here, you can change what music plays in a level. So you want to be racing in a level, but you want this crazy Pac-Man EDM song that they added to the game. You can just do it. Like, you can choose that'll be the music that you'll have.
Nice.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely seems like they're eating, like, Mario Kart's lunch in terms of the customization and the features offered and stuff. So
Yeah. Yeah, it's highly recommend.
Cool.
Yeah. What about you, Kaylan?
I'm still working my way through Metroid Dread, so I've taken a little bit of a hiatus on Metal Gear Delta just because with the basement kind of out of commission, I've not been playing my PlayStation. So I've been playing a lot of Metroid Dread, and that game is just... Honestly, I think it's one of the best games on the Switch, and definitely I think probably the biggest like hidden gem in terms of like what it offers and stuff. Like this is basically a full like high-res version of Super Metroid. I have very little idea what's going on with the story. They're like, oh, this is happening with this, and I'm like, I don't really care. Like, I just want to get to the next part. The exploration is really cool, and there's been a couple times where I've been stuck, but like the game just has like ways of and cues of just like kind of telling you where to go. And now that I got the loop, like I'm just exploring everywhere I go. The game is super fast. I'm really liking this game and how it looks. It's a gorgeous game to play. I'm really liking it that way. Yeah, like honestly, I have like I don't want to say too much about it because I'm still not done, but I'm really liking it. I've kind of been addicted to it. I was telling Jen like this game has like the perfect video game loop. Like, you know, I'm just constantly exploring. I get a new item. Okay, let's go back and see what I haven't used yet, and then go back and follow that. And oh, now I have access to this new part of the map, and I'm gonna go do that. And I get to levels, and it's like super hard at first, and then I go through, and I'm like, okay, now I know what I'm doing and stuff. So like, it's been really good. I'm really enjoying it. I've not played a Metroid game since Super Metroid, and it's really getting me back into the franchise. The robots, like the Emmys or EMMIs, whatever they're called, are like terrifying. Like I generally, like no pun intended, dread those moments in the sense that like it is like you feel like you are in the room with a predator that's hunting you down, and like you have to be careful where you walk and like watching your back. Like they really get that atmosphere. So I don't know. I feel like this game, while it definitely got a lot of like it got good reviews and stuff, like nobody talks about it anymore, and I feel like that's kind of sad for the game, because it is a really good game that I feel doesn't get talked about in the same way that we do like Mario Odyssey or Legend of Zelda or Donkey Kong or something like that. Like it's fantastic, and I highly recommend it to anyone who likes like the Metroidvania style games. Like it is a Metroidvania, but you know, even if you're not a huge like Metroid person, like if you haven't played since like Super Metroid, this game just feels like it, and it's great.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. After I played this game, I ended up going back and replaying like a bunch of Game Boy Advance Metroids and stuff like that I'd never played before, because this one just like got me rehooked on Metroid all over again, like as if Super Metroid had just released and I played it for the first time.
Yeah, and like one of the things
like
the
me.
Game...
Yeah, like you.
I actually want to talk about that in a second, but like, the one thing I like about the game is that like it is like the enemies can be very difficult. Like this boss took me several times to beat, but the game is actually very, like in a sense, kind of Dark Soulsy, not in like difficulty level, but just in the sense that like every boss has a tell. Like there's no, like nothing feels cheap, right? Like there, like
it's hard but fair.
It's hard but fair, right? Like you can see everything that you're doing. There's no sort of like cheap deaths, so I just really appreciate that.
Yeah.
So
yeah, the final boss was literally that. It was like, you know exactly what move they're gonna do, you know exactly what you need to do, but you have to be really good at it or you're gonna die. And it's like always your fault. It's frustrating, but you can't really be mad.
Yeah. The only thing I wish that like the big downside I have right now is like the death sequence. Like you do die, and it can kick you back to the last save that you made. Like there's very little auto saving, which I find is a bit of a deterrence. Or the fact that like I will go and explore the map and then die, and all the exploration that I did gets kind of wiped out. So I didn't like that. I wish that like the exploration would be saved if you like die. Like, hey, here's where you explored, but that's about it. That's like my only gripe I have so far with the game.
Yeah, that's a pretty typical Metroid thing, I feel. Like, because even like it's always about getting to those save stations and
yeah, and that I'm fine with that, but like I just wish it was like, hey, if I've been exploring and I just didn't get to a safe spot, if I die, like I wish that the exploration I did, not necessarily the items, but at least like, hey, I now know where this is on the map. I don't need to like go back and put it on my map again.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but I said, great game. I think it's like a hidden gem on the Switch, and highly recommend to anyone with a Switch 2. It plays amazing, looks amazing. I'm also using it with the Pro Controller, and just having the back buttons mapped on the back is just really good for like aiming and shooting.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah. Oh, I love Metroids. All the games, I love them.
Other than that, that's pretty much all I've been playing right now. But Adam, I was going to ask, you were talking about doing your Saturday morning Metroid playthroughs. How's that going?
I want to talk about it. It was bad.
No, Adam.
So I learned a very valuable lesson, and it's why I'm not going to be continuing that specific game. I'm going to think of something else to do for the next stream. That game does not work if you don't know what you're doing, because that is from an age when you had manuals and there wasn't tutorial bars. And I don't need to be on stream for an hour and a half trying to figure out why this door won't fucking open, because at no point does the game specifically tell you to use 5 missiles to open a door.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
I was a little mad because I was just sitting there going like, I know I'm not stupid. I'm blanking on something here. What am I missing? And finally I was like, I give up. I gotta Google it because I can't figure it out, and it's driving me crazy. And as much as I was enjoying it, like I'm not gonna lie, like I was having fun. Here's some for those watching the video, here's some Inception here. You get to see me twice now. I hope you enjoy it. It was fun to play. The problem is I spent so much time in the I don't know what the fuck I'm doing state, and that's A, not good for content, which is another reason why I'm not going to be playing it, and 2, it's not good for me, the player, because I feel like a dumbass, well, more than usual, and I don't really need that. So
You're describing the Metroid experience, to be fair.
Yeah.
yes, but at least if
I've
I
been
play
saying that to
Metroid
myself
games
while I'm playing
today,
this game.
there's a good chance I'll be able to at least have been told once in the game, hey, use X button to do this. Whereas, apparently, I had a dash. I was not aware I had a dash. So I kept falling into a hole, realizing, well, what the fuck? I can't get over it. The morph ball's not doing anything. The missiles aren't doing anything. What the fuck am I supposed to do? And I go through a walkthrough trying to find the spot. It says, oh yeah, use the dash to get over it. And I go, when did I get that? Apparently I just have it. But again, wouldn't know that because I don't have the old copy with the manual.
Yeah.
I still get why people like it, though, from playing it. Like, the atmosphere in this game is fucking tremendous.
Oh, the atmosphere in this game is amazing.
Even for a Super Nintendo game, I'm like, damn, the atmosphere feels tense in here.
Yeah.
Play Dread after.
No, thanks.
You'll feel the tense.
Oh, yeah.
That would require me to spend money on Switch games. You know I can't do that.
That's true.
I have to keep it so that Wii Fit Adventures is, or Ring Fit Adventures was the only one that I ever bought because it makes the bit funnier.
It does.
Yeah, no.
So what
I
game are
don't
you
know
thinking
what
of
the hell
playing
I'm going to
next?
play next. I might just go to something that I know I can not be a pile of shit at.
Have
But
you ever?
who knows?
I have a game recommendation for you.
Ooh,
Have you ever played Zombies Ate My Neighbors?
absolutely, I fucking
Okay,
have.
I was gonna say that's a fun one to play.
Yeah.
I feel like this is one of those ones again that like nobody talks about. That was like
Yeah.
It's a cult classic for sure.
yeah.
Yeah.
I remember like me and my sister
I'm just
playing
glad
like, the giant baby.
that I remembered to show up that morning, you know? I'm just glad that I was like at like 9 a.m. suddenly going, oh yeah, I got something I need to do. Oh crap, I gotta go do that. And then completely forgetting, oh yeah, that thing I promised I was gonna do half an hour from now. Oops.
Oopsies.
Yeah, it is what it
Professionalism.
is. But yeah,
Well, at least you can say you've played Super Metroid now.
look, we only got 340 subs on this channel. I don't have to be that professional yet. Come on now.
Yeah, so when I played Metroid, I don't think I beat it. I got to the point, Chris, and you can like tell me, like I think I was pretty close, where like everything's collapsing or like caving in, and you have to like get the hell out of there. Like that's pretty much the end of the game, right?
Yeah, where
Yeah,
the
it's like
timer
the
goes?
save the
Yeah.
animals part.
Yes, yeah,
Yeah.
that's the end of the game. That's literally the end. Like, just get back to your ship, get the fuck off the planet, and then the
I
ending
hated that. I hated
rolls.
that part.
That's so tense, and every Metroid does it. It's just
Yeah.
like a Metroid thing now.
Yeah.
I think even Metroid Prime, yeah, the original Metroid Prime at least, it does it too.
Yeah.
So you're like 3D running back to the beginning of the game. Like, get the fuck out. Yeah. Gotta have
All
that
right.
timer.
Well, I guess we've delayed it long enough. Now we get to argue over what we think is actually good or
We're
not.
talking
So
about video games, and now let's talk about movies and shows.
yeah.
Diversifying.
All right, so I'm
About
going to
video
switch
games.
over to our list 10, aka the list of nothing right now. So here's how we're going to do it. One by one, we are going to go in our orders to bring one to the attention. So like we'll start with Kaylan, and you bring up what you think is the one that you think should be at the top of the list, period. And then we'll deliberate it. We'll figure out where we want to put it. We'll probably just put it at number 1 for the time being, unless you, I don't know, throw the Splinter Cell anime in there, and it'll be like, bitch, we're putting this at 10, and you be thankful it's on the
How
list.
dare you?
Dare you.
Just going and disrespecting Splinter Cell like that.
And also, let's be real, like, Sonic the Hedgehog, nah.
Okay.
I don't know, I was just
So-
figuring, I'm like, what's the thing I can say to also piss Chris off at the same time?
Like,
too?
yeah,
There we
like,
go.
well, I felt attacked.
So the person that proposed, so just so I clarify, so I can pick an empty spot and say and put a game.
No,
in that
you just
spot.
straight up say, like, here's my number 1, like, as your first thing, and then we decide collectively where we want to put it for now. And then we keep, then Chris will do his next pick, and then I'll do my next pick. And then eventually we'll have to start reordering things. And then once 10 are on the board, through any of the picks we have left, if we want to justify them, we have to justify what we're kicking off.
Okay. So I should
So
give
it's
my
going to be
best one
fine
so
for
far?
like 3-ish, and then the placement starts to come into play.
Okay. Because I got some that I know aren't number 1, but like still deserve to be up there.
But that's, I mean, you want to put the ones that you know that you want on the list ASAP, so you can start putting them together.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm going to throw out my honorable mentions first because apparently I'm not allowed to put like gaming adjacent games.
His number one was Wreck-It Ralph. I knew it.
So Wreck-It Ralph is on there. Wreck-It Ralph is a
I know, yeah.
fantastic video game movie. So, once again, nothing to
I'm
say
calling
but, like,
it for adaptations because, like, we could be here all day because a lot of things reference games in it.
Yeah. So, anyways, Wreck-It Ralph, great movie. Like, awesome to show your kids a bunch of, like, video game characters and just nerd out and be like, I know that guy. Like, basically the old, like, Leonardo DiCaprio just, like, point at the screen like, I know that guy! Number 2, I think I've talked about it on the podcast once or twice. 8-Bit Christmas. This movie is fantastic. Chris, did you end up watching it this year?
No, I didn't. I forgot.
Basically, it's about growing up in the 80s and wanting to get an NES for Christmas. Fantastic Christmas movie, like one of the best modern ones of all time. And then my third one I want to shout out is War Games with Matthew Broderick.
Oh, yes.
Such a good video game movie.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Anyways. So I'm putting my number 1 out there. Number 1 video game adaptation, movie, or show is Fallout. That show is fantastic because it captures both the spirit, the seriousness, and the silliness of Fallout, while making it accessible and, adaptable for people who've never played the game. So, like, I've gotten Jen watching it, and she's only seen Fallout in the sense that she's watched me play it, but if you've been a fan of the series, you can take stuff away from it, you could really enjoy it and get the references and the callouts. But if you're not, you could be a normie and enjoy the show as well. Because I think Alex watched it, right, Chris? And she enjoyed it.
She did.
So
And
I'm going
she's a normie.
to throw Fallout as number 1.
I mean, I haven't seen it, so it's going to be hard for me to justify that as 1, but...
How have you not seen Fallout?
Because I'm not a big Fallout guy, to be honest. Bethesda's kind of pissed away a lot of the goodwill. I know all my friends, like Chris included, have given me rave reviews about it, and I'm just like, but I don't want to give them any attention anymore.
My folks watched, like, Fallout, and they're like, yeah, it's great. They now know what the Brotherhood of Steel is.
Adam, the best part of Fallout, you're not going to believe it, the graphics. Insane. Looks lifelike.
But does it just work?
It does.
Yeah, it does.
Okay.
And then,
All
they
right.
take all those songs from the Fallout games and just play them, and I'm just like, yes, this is amazing.
Yeah.
Jen's like, how the hell do you know all these random-ass songs? I'm like, because I've listened to them on repeat. Fallout 3 had 5 songs, and they
3
just played
songs
it
for
over
over
and
a 40-hour game, of course.
Yep.
Chris,
All right.
Chris, sidebar right now. What's the best Fallout song?
Oh, gosh. I don't even know. I wouldn't know any of the names of the songs. I would just recognize some of them if they were playing.
Fair.
Yeah.
Uranium Fever is a good one. I like that one. Set the World on Fire is another one. Oh, they're all just
I know.
good.
Set the World on Fire. I know that one.
Yeah.
I do know that one. That is a good one.
Anyways.
Well, we're going to need some placing here, Chris. I don't have an opinion on this, so I need you to help me figure where we're going to put this, because I don't think it's 1.
Oh, Adam, you're not going to like me. I put it as my number 1 as well.
Yeah.
I think that as adaptations
I can't
go,
believe it's going to go there. This is so fucking stupid.
it's actually like the best adaptation of a game to screen. Like, I truly do believe that it is... This could have been Fallout 5. Like, it could have just been that, and instead of making a game, they made
the way that
as
they're tying it in, like, all the games, like, it covers Fallout 3, it covers Fallout it's covering Fallout New Vegas right now. Like, it's tying it all together.
Yeah.
In this weird way where I'm like, I don't even know where they're taking this place. Like, but it works.
Yeah. And, like, what's his name? Walton Goggins?
Yeah.
Yeah, as the ghoul. Like,
So good.
he is, like, one of my favorite actors in
Yeah.
shows, and he is just destroying this
Yeah.
in such a good way. It's so good. Yeah, and yeah, even, like, again, my wife, not a pro gamer by any means. She plays her Switch the odd time, but she's not watching me play Fallout. She'd rather watch paint dry, and she is obsessed with this show. We watch it every Wednesday when it releases a new episode. We are there. Like, we are in.
Nice. Adam, what did you have as your number 1?
I'm so mad.
More
A
Fallout.
show that I haven't even fucking watched and don't plan on watching is going to be number 1. God damn it, you two.
Give it a shot.
Democracy.
Give it a shot,
Yeah,
Adam.
man, give it a shot. You'll actually, I think,
Like, I think, like, if you, like, watch, like, what? Would you say the first 3 episodes?
Yeah.
Chris, watch the first 3. If you're not in by that, yeah, bounce. But like they're gonna get you in.
Yeah, I really think they will, Adam. Like, it is so good. You'll be quoting it. The amount of times I say okie dokie, like, throughout the day at this point is insane.
What's the guy who plays for the Brotherhood Squire, like the Squire for Brotherhood Steel, but not like the main character one, but like the dirtbag one. What was it? Like he was so funny.
Thaddeus or whatever?
Yeah.
The one who, I don't want to say it in case anybody hasn't watched it, but
like there's like the main character like Squire, but then there's like the dirtbag who becomes his like when
Maximus and like Thaddeus.
Yeah, I think
it's something like that. Yeah, that
so funny, like just
he
so
is
good
so funny in season 2. Even like,
oh,
good God,
man.
yeah. Oh, Adam, you got to. I promise you gotta.
Yep.
Well, it'll be the first time in a long time that I like anything with Fallout on the name on it, so I guess that'd be a start.
I like it. Like, I like the games, but like I would die for this show. Like, it is even better than the games, like in my opinion.
All right. Well, if I end up hating it, I'm gonna make my own version of this image and just cross it out.
Revenge.
Be like they lied.
Podcast. He's gonna start his own podcast just to like
the anti-Fallout podcast.
I mean, look, I could just poo-poo the side quest this week and just put my own version away. Like, all right, guys, this is the real top 10 list and all this other fake shit.
This is what Adam is going to do on the side quest if you can't make it this week to write. It's just he's going to review our list and why it's wrong.
I love
a review of our own review list. Oh, that's a great idea, honestly.
A review of a review.
That sounds like a great idea.
I should just make that a show where Adam just goes and talks about everything he disagrees with us.
All right, well, since you put something that everyone apparently is into, I'm just going to throw Mortal Kombat on the screen because why the fuck not?
Yeah.
And I mean the OG one.
The OG.
Like the actual good one.
If it helps, Adam, that was my number 2.
Oh, I'm so happy.
I don't have
for
mine
you.
that high.
It's my number 2. Because I think, again, it's the closest to the actual source material.
No.
Like, you have to think about the games in the 90s, not the games they currently have.
I know. I'm not disagreeing, but like...
so now we have a problem. Oh, okay.
2 is very generous.
To me, if it weren't for Fallout, this would be my number 1.
Let's look at it this way. In terms of movies, this is the only one in the top 3 for me.
Oh, yeah, this is definitely, like, in the top for movies, but, like, I'd put this at, like, 5.
Well, look, 2 people voted for being number 2, Kaylan. Oh, no, it looks like you're outvoted.
It's fine.
Oh, how about that?
I'm fine with it. I prefer democracy, thank you.
I put, like, the good one. Because we don't talk about the one that came after it.
There's a lot that came after it.
We'd annihilate that one.
Nah.
I mean, just the Mortal Kombat song alone, Kaylan.
And that's the thing, right? Like, I guess I didn't really say much about it. There's a lot of things like that we'll talk about on our list here where, it's like maybe the content's really, really good, or, maybe there's moments here and there, or maybe it's a little bit faithful. I just look at Mortal Kombat, the OG film, and go, it is the best example of when Hollywood has no idea what the fuck it's doing with something, and it just happens to work anyway.
Absolutely.
Like, a lot of the old, like, really old, like, original video game movies, like, again, your Super Marios and stuff like that, like, they're wacky, but not the good kind. Whereas Mortal Kombat is just, like, dumb fuckery for, like, for an hour, 20 minutes, and it's just the most glorious shit possible. Yeah. And honestly, given how, like, they tried to push the CG pretty hard for its time, all things considered. And then we don't talk about what they tried to do in the next one. But
I like how melodramatic it is, but also, like, it's, like, goofy, but also melodramatic.
Yeah.
It's violent, but also goofy, also extremely quotable, but also kind of cringe at the same time. Like, it's everything all in one.
Yeah. The amount of times I also listened to the soundtrack of this movie, I had the CD. Like, I listened. Oh, yeah. There's so many good songs on here that were used for fight scenes, naturally. It's like a Doom soundtrack. Like, they have to have, like, really great music. Oh, this movie is so good. I'm gonna
Raiden's
watch
portrayal
this.
was an interesting choice, though. I won't give it that.
What, Christopher Lambert or whatever?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
No, guys, fuck you. He's great. That is so perfect. Come on. He's just, come on, Highlander?
Yes, the stoic elder god who has a tendency to constantly be too good and fuck things up. In the movie was just like every MCU character all into one.
I don't know. I loved him. I thought he was great.
Honestly, I straight up just think that the spot is just deserved alone for Hiroyuki Tagawa alone at that point. Because Shang Tsung is just the fucking best.
Oh yeah.
And also, those were $800 sunglasses, asshole.
You think somebody in Hollywood was like, you know what we should do? This will be very wacky. Like, he'll do the splits and punch the guy in the dick. And then they just didn't know that that's actually a move in the game.
Yeah.
They just thought they were being edgy.
Well, and also, like, just that Jean-Claude Van Damme's done that several times in movies before that, so.
Yeah. Well, isn't Johnny Cage kind of loosely based on Jean-Claude? Who ended up doing the Street Fighter movie? So many worlds colliding.
There's always something, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna check right now.
All right, well, I got my bit out of the way. So since he didn't get to say anything because he was too busy agreeing with both of us, Kaylan, Chris, what was your number 2? So we'll give you a chance to bring something to the table.
No, my
number
two,
3, sorry.
Oh, okay, I was like, my number 2 was Mortal Kombat. So far, my 1 and 2 have lined up perfectly.
I'm so happy for you.
My number 3, I actually went a little off to the, like, it makes sense to me, and I'm hoping it makes sense to everybody else, but I went with the Pokemon anime because...
Which one?
Like the original anime from like the 90s.
Oh yeah, like the cartoon.
No, like the actual. Like,
the cartoon. Yeah.
Yeah, the show. Because to me, when I think of Pokemon and like the huge fascination that was in the 90s, like the cartoon was the games. It was like you couldn't do that in a movie, but like just the concept of it's a kid and they're going to go out and they're going to go to all these gyms. Like they took what this Game Boy game was and actually brought it to life over a million seasons where it takes the kid fucking forever to actually like get all the gym badges and all that kind of stuff. But I actually thought, at least in the beginning, I didn't keep watching, obviously. Like I probably saw the first few years of it, but I know it went like crazy off the rails probably. But yeah, the original Pokemon series I just actually felt was one of the best video game adaptations, you know?
Yeah, I can agree with that.
So I didn't personally have the show on. I did have the first movie, though, as something listed there.
Me too, but like hearing Chris talk, I think the show is the better choice to put on there. So
yeah.
I feel like the movie was kind of like how the Power Rangers had a movie. Like it was kind of a tie-in to the show. It was like the show was this big build-up, and was the first movie when he went against Mewtwo or whatever?
Yes.
And that kind of just feels like the end of the first game. Like
That's
it's almost like the show
yeah.
leads into the movie. I'd almost put them together, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, I think it kind of just applies at that point.
So let's put it at number 3, and then like now that we start like listing them, like we can start moving them around as we.
Yeah, we'll
if we need to
eventually
move
start
them.
moving things around as we go.
Yeah.
And like this show like is good. It still holds up. Like I've been watching it with my kids, and like they're enjoying it and stuff like that.
Yeah. I still enjoy it.
And it does capture the feeling of like the original like Blue and Red.
Yes, yeah. Like the OG, which is me, like my preferred Pokemon. Like the original ones with the 150 Pokemon and how it started, like it's amazing. And also you had the Squirtle Squad episode where all those Squirtles had sunglasses like they were a gang. Come on, like
Yeah.
nothing can
I
ever
totally
be
forgot about that.
the
but yeah.
Squirtle Squad.
Adam, you got to change. Get rid of that one. And put the Squirtle Squad as the representation for that show.
No, that's too. I'm not doing any more extra work.
I'm not doing it. He's still mad about Fallout.
Yeah, he is.
He'll put it where Fallout is. He'll put the Squirtle Squad.
Don't give me ideas.
All right. What was one of your thirds?
So my number. So I'm actually gonna put my number 2 because my number 2 hasn't come up yet. But surprise, surprise, it's The Last of Us. Like, I think The Last of Us is the same as Fallout.
I'm assuming season 1, just based on.
Oh
what
yeah,
I've heard
no,
about the rest of
season,
season
like
2.
season 1. No, like we don't talk about season 2. You know what though? For what it's worth, season 2, consistent with the second game, very divisive and not universally liked. It followed through with what the second game is like. So
We could improve it. Nah.
it's the truest adaptation. No, so I'm gonna put season 1 of The Last of Us just because, like Fallout, it captures the spirit, the essence, that like tells the same story, but it makes it in a way that is accessible to everyone. So like once again, Jen was watching The Last of Us. My parents were watching The Last of Us. Like, it was a good show that, like, yeah, if you played the video game, you know what was coming, but it was made as a show that, like, you didn't need to know anything. You didn't even need to know that it was a game. Like, I now wear my Firefly t-shirt, and I get people coming on me, like, people who are like, oh, man, I love that shirt. Like, I love, like, Last of Us. And it's like, cool. Like, do you mean the show or the game? Like, it's become that much of a like, cultural thing that, like, it really brought it to the forefront. So for me, I'm going to argue that this should go before Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat is a good game, but you gotta like Mortal Kombat to like that movie. It's not something that, like...
I totally disagree with that, but okay.
Well, that's what this is for, Adam. Like, I think it's just, it's much better done in terms of, like, what it accomplishes, what it's going for. It's a better adaptation, I think. Like, I don't know. I think for me, it's a better adaptation than Mortal Kombat. I would switch right now. I would switch Last of Us with Mortal Kombat. I'd put Last of Us at 2 and Mortal Kombat at 4. Chris, what about you?
On that.
You guys are going to hate me. My number 4 is The Last of Us. This so far is my list, is the one on screen, and I feel like
is it really?
Right now. Yeah, I feel like a god right now.
He doesn't have to fence him. We just do the work for him.
Yeah. Well, okay. So I would put. I'm gonna argue Fallout goes at number 2, Pokemon right now at number 3, and Mortal Kombat at number 4. Neither of you guys want to make any changes?
I don't think you're gonna get any budging on this
I'm
one,
not
there, buddy.
changing.
That's fine.
I'm not changing anything.
Chris doesn't even have a list. He's just agreeing with whatever comes up on the screen.
So I said Pokemon for 3. Like, I would have had to check my messages. Oh, Adam said number 3 is Pokemon. Got it.
All right.
So I'm in a bad spot that I know I'm the only person that's watched this, and the fact that that's a thing is still amazing, considering how much I know you guys love this property.
Okay.
But I'm putting Cyberpunk Edge Runners. Cyberpunk Edge Runners
Yes.
is my number 2,
Oh.
which means it's gonna sit at 5 for now. But I have a feeling it's not gonna sit there because y'all are gonna sit there and come up collectively with like, yeah, but this fucking piece of shit thing that Adam's never watched is gonna be number 5, and we both agree on that too. Because
He's so bitter about Fallout.
But like,
yeah. So, go ahead. Tell us what you like
it's
about
something that like every time I keep trying to sell it on you guys real hard and be like, look, I know, especially with Kaylan, you have your thing with anime content and stuff, but like, god damn, just Trigger fucking nail the vibe of Cyberpunk with this show. And
I have heard that.
It does have like such a if you think the actual game itself can be violent, oh no, we haven't even gotten started yet. The anime decides to take that up like several notches. And given that there is a rotating cast of characters before they slowly succumb to their demises, because, well, it is Night City. You can only last so long if your name's not V, if you're in the game. They still make their marks for the amount of time that they get on screen, a lot of these people. And for the fact that, they've had such value that one of the characters was even thrown into a fighting game as a guest character tells you that there's some lasting impact that series has had on people. So for anybody who is a Cyberpunk fan, if you've somehow never watched this yet, you need to go out of your way to do it. And especially because the second season is now in production. So it's coming and you better be ready for it.
Chris, have you watched any of the Cyberpunk show?
No, I haven't. But I have heard very, very good things, and I can tell just from like the trailers and stuff that this would be something that speaks to me very, very much. Now that I've actually played Cyberpunk.
Yeah, so Adam, like you kind of hit it a little bit on the head with me, is that the animation style isn't my vibe. Like I didn't love the animation style, but like there's also just something to it. Like I feel like for me it doesn't capture the feel of like Night City. I feel like and it might lend itself to the animation, but I feel like the violence and the portrayal is just a little too over the top for what, like, in my opinion, what Night City was. Like, Night City was a brutal, hard place, but it wasn't one where it's just like, it was one of those, like, it looked like it shimmered on the surface, but was kind of rotten beneath. Whereas I feel like Cyberpunk, like the show, it's more in your face of like everything's blowing up and getting shot up, and it's like, yeah, that's what happens, but like it's not overt as the show, from what I've seen, had like kind of suggested. And if I remember, like Trigger is like a pretty young kid in this show, right? Like he's like what?
I don't know what you're meaning by Trigger.
Sorry, the main character, like the main character. He's like a kid he's like a kid in this, right? Like
let me
teenager-ish?
check. I mean, he's not like old.
Yeah. But like,
yeah, by the time that the episode, the series is over, he's 18.
Yeah, like I don't know. It just, I don't know. It didn't capture the same like grittiness that I felt like the game did in that sense. Like I think it was just way like a lot more over the top than what I had expected. So
it's okay. You hate Japanese stuff. We know this.
Wow.
This isn't even an episode about talking about the 10 best film adaptations. It's just Adam and Kaylan fight for no apparent reason.
It's controversy, it's content, gets people fired up.
That's what I'm trying to do. I mean, I can only imagine what the clips are going to show up once the show exports, and I can start seeing all the ideas that Riverside's giving us, and being like,
yeah,
wow, you guys fought a lot. To be like, yeah, we did.
We're all friends, we promise.
Like I said, I know it's going to get moved around.
I think it definitely deserves to be on this list. I'm not going to go and like go to a bat at number 5.
Well, too bad staying there until you guys do something.
That's fine. I'm going to be there for now. Chris, what do you got? What's your next one?
So my number 4 was Last of Us. So I'll move on to what my 5th one was. And
do you feel weird yet that this isn't your 5 now?
No, that is not my list. I got the top 4 right, so it doesn't matter. I win. So my number 5 was actually Sonic the Hedgehog, but not the movies, which I actually love, and I would throw them on this list, but I'm not going to put multiple Sonic properties.
Because now we get into weird territory. That still doesn't narrow it down.
No, I know. I'm talking about a Sonic cartoon, and I'm talking about one that people mostly call Sonic Sat AM. The Saturday AM.
So like
cartoon.
He's the fastest thing alive intro
yeah,
song?
the one with the cool song with the he's the fastest thing alive. Yeah, where Jaleel White voiced Sonic, and he was a freedom fighter, and it was a dark show compared to what you would expect, because there was the Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog, also where Sonic was voiced by Jaleel White, but it was like much more for kids, and it was like dun, 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 dun. Oh no, Robotnik got away, he ate all the chili dogs. Where the Saturday morning AM one, the first episode is Sonic trying to save his uncle and failing, and his uncle literally get turned into a fucking robot, and he saves him only at the last second, so he keeps his own mind, but like fully loses his body and becomes Uncle Chuck, the internal agent inside of Robotnik's quarters, where he will remain there as a robot slave. And it's like, what the hell just happened?
I remember there being a book that I had that was a Sonic book, and yeah, like it was way darker than you would have expected it to be.
Yeah. And Sonic was in love with like the squirrel character, who was like very curvy for an animal.
It's okay. Like Space Jam took care of that anyway later on.
It was Space Jam, but no one's wearing any clothes except running shoes in this show. So but yeah, like it was crazy. Like they had like they were freedom fighters, and you had to like go into the secret tree to get to their base. And they went out and like fought Robotnik and did crazy shit, and it was like kind of dark, and Robotnik was actually just genuinely evil. He wanted to just turn the whole world mechanical and get rid of all nature, and he was actually kind of terrifying. Like it was still a kid's show, but it was no Sonic ever like it after, like kept that darkness. They toned it down, went a little more kid friendly, and this one only ended up having like 2 seasons or something like that in the 90s. But yeah, for me, it was like, holy crap, this is the best Sonic thing that's ever been made. Still, in my opinion, when it comes to the movie, shows, everything. Yeah. Now I'm going to be the only person that has that on my list.
I was going to say you are.
Yeah.
I assume, because I imagine Kaylan, if Kaylan had any Sonic content on there, would probably be the newer stuff.
I do remember the show. Like the show was fine, but like it wasn't anything that I stuck on. I kept on like once it was on TV. I passed it.
Dang it! You missed out, Kaylan. He was the fastest thing alive. He even said there was a cool song. That's how you knew.
I feel like both of my suggestions are in this standby zone.
I agree.
I was like, I love how it's getting Booth just right to 10th. Just like, nah, anyways, Chris, cool point. Anyways, moving
Well,
on.
to be fair, as sexy as this, I'm not finishing that sentence. As like, there's the sexier stuff on this one, so you know what? It still wins out based on that.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's on any of our lists, so correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm just like, we're talking about like Saturday morning, like weird, like, does anyone remember the animated Donkey Kong show?
Yes, that's not on my list.
It's not
Are
on
we
my
talking the
list
3D one?
Yes.
Yeah, really
Adam,
great
can you
CG.
Can you pull up a picture just to put it on so we have like a visual for people who didn't see this? But like, I remember this being on Teletoon in like the late 90s, early 2000s, and
It was so bad.
It was bad. Yeah,
I
like
just feel like
it
I want to bring it up
was
though. Yeah, like there we go.
that level of CG. Like they were like, "We've got it, guys. The future is here."
He
This
has-
is like they're
he
not
has
even gonna
no
know he's
teeth.
not real.
He's got no teeth.
It is
Wait,
bad, man.
I'm trying to think
It's
if Donkey
bad.
Kong Country, does he have teeth? No, I don't
I'm trying
know.
to think. Did Donkey do a good video? I think Donkey did a good video on this show with some of the weird shit that goes on in it.
Oh man, this show's weird. This was a trip.
Yeah, I wonder how many seasons it had. It
But
has
I
to
was
be
like
one.
12, so I didn't care. I was like, cool, Donkey Kong's on TV.
You watched that, but skipped Sonic? Oh fuck!
I didn't play. I wasn't a Sega kid. Sega was for losers. I had a Nintendo.
We've
my
all
parents
understood.
my parents loved me.
We've all
Sega-
understood as this conversation has gone on longer that we all have extremely garbage taste.
We were all kids. We didn't know better.
I'm an adult, and it's still a great show. I know this. He skips over Sonic to watch the worst iteration of Donkey Kong that's ever existed, saying that Sega sucks. But then he's watching that Nintendo crap. Console wars are back. I'm back.
I was being babysat. My babysitter put it on while I was like getting secondhand smoke from her chain smoking, and we watched that. Like that's all we did. Like sue
Chain
me.
smoking and Donkey Kong brain rot. All right.
The 90s were a trip, guys.
They were. We didn't have cell phones. We didn't
You
know
had
what
to
else
be
to
there.
do.
You had to be there.
That's what happens when you don't have TikTok.
Yeah.
You have this fucking Donkey Kong.
We didn't have streaming. You just watched whatever was on. You don't know how good you
I
have
think
it now,
at this
kids.
point I can at least lock in the top 3. I don't think those are switching.
All right, so my next one, I don't know how you guys are gonna feel on this, but I'm gonna make a case for it. Number 5, I'd put the Mario movie, the new one with Chris Pratt. Hear me out, Chris Pratt. Whatever, say what you want about him, but that movie was actually really good. Like, it has nostalgia for like what the show like Mario franchise. There's tons of Easter eggs. It once again captures the spirit of Mario. I'm gonna say Chris Pratt did an okay job. Like, you know, Mario's voice could sound annoying for a long period of time, and like Chris Pratt kind of nailed it there. You got like the opening soundtrack where they do like the commercial, and they had the original Super Mario Bros. Super Show theme, like amazing. Bowser kills it. Like Jack Black as Bowser, like I wasn't sure about it. Totally killed it.
That was
Charlie-
the one thing I knew was going to be good when I saw the trailer.
Charlie Day as Luigi, like just
To me, that's the one. That was
Charlie
peak.
Day
Yeah.
is Luigi now. Like,
Yeah, like
and like just all the throwbacks. Like they have all the characters there. They have like they bring in like Mario Kart. They bring in Donkey Kong. Like the amount of like Nintendo nostalgia that they were able to fit in a movie without it feeling over the top or corny, I thought was really good. And like they balanced it. Like it's a kids movie, but I as an adult can sit there and enjoy it. And I think like they did a good job. I'm really excited for the next one, the Super Mario Galaxy movie.
yeah.
So I'm gonna put this at number 5.
Adam, did you have this one on your list?
It's not on my list at all. No, I honestly didn't. I didn't hate it, but I also left the theater being like, eh. But I also am a cold, black-hearted person with no kids, so.
Agreed. We agree on that.
Was it on your list at all, Chris?
It was my number 6 right after Sonic. I had to make sure Sonic was right in front of Mario.
Okay, well, we'll leave it here for now to see if anything pops in, but it sounds like it's probably going to sit at 5.
I think so. Well, we'll see. Adam, what do you got next?
So this is going to be weird because we've already put one of these on the list. But Pokemon Concierge is really fucking good.
Which one's this one?
Is this the new one?
No, this
Or
is
fairly
this is
new?
like the newer-ish one, but it's the one that almost looks like puppetry or like fucking like yarn like versions of the creatures.
Yes.
Because like honestly, like it is if you want wholesome content.
Oh, cool.
this thing is as wholesome as it fucking gets.
Yeah,
And I think
really
honestly
new.
captures Pokemon in the best possible way.
Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, I remember that. I haven't watched it, but it's still ongoing. It just aired December.
Well, I think it's got another
2023.
season that they've been working on, but like I've only seen the first season so far, but it's amazing.
Yeah,
And it's one that if you're a Pokemon fan and you haven't given this a crack because it's not like the animated series, no, this is like a good like Pokemon and chill aside.
So what, like, does this follow one of the game stories, or is this like an original?
No, it's
story
literally just the story of a character who's working at essentially like a resort for Pokemon.
Oh, cool.
oh, the Pokemon. Yeah, I think that's.
So it's
yeah.
an original story then. It's not like
Yeah.
tied to anything. Okay.
No, it's not tied to anything. Like basically, this girl, she's getting a new job, and it's just to make just keep Pokemon happy while they're like, you know, when you put Pokemons into like the farm so they can go grind.
Yeah, the nursery.
Just
or
just
whatever.
imagine that, but it's an island resort, and you're just one of the caretakers.
Cool.
Yeah, I'd be down for that job. It's like a zookeeper, but the animals can zap you to death.
Yeah.
I mean, they can do that as a zookeeper, like electric
That's
eels.
true. Yeah. Oh, the electric eels. Yes.
Yep.
That
Yep.
is true.
Yep.
Don't swim with them.
Nope. Nope.
They'll act like they're your friend, but
But yeah,
Okay,
if you're a stuffed animal person, that show's gonna make you want stuffies of like everything that you see on that show.
and
Nice.
those are at Costco. That's dangerous. Yeah, that's a good pick. I do like that one.
Okay, Chris, what else do you want to add to
What do
the
you
list
got?
then?
Okay, let me look at my list here. Yes, my next one. So I had to do it. I threw in the Angelina Jolie Tomb Raider movie. I had to do it. I had to do it.
You know what? I just put Tomb Raider, and I didn't differentiate between like which one, because I'll be honest, they're both good, and they both represent their own respective, like, because there's two different eras of Tomb Raider. There's like
Yes.
the Lara Croft, like, you know, 90s 2000 version, and then like the 2010s, and both movies captured their spirit of what they are. So I'm gonna put both, like, if you're okay with it, Chris, I'd put both of them in like just the whole Tomb Raider series.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know if we can do that, Adam.
I'm not allowing it.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't
Okay,
think Adam's
fine.
going to allow it. That's
Then
too
of the
many
two,
movies.
yeah, of the two of them, then I'm definitely going to put the Angelina Jolie over the the other one.
Yeah, like the original. I'm pretty sure Daniel Craig was in
Yes,
it.
he is.
Yeah,
Is he
like
really?
yeah,
Yep.
he's
He's the love interest of the first one,
uh,
which is so ironic.
he's the Bond girl of Tomb Raider.
The quality.
Yeah, like that first one. I remember seeing it in theaters, and I was like, "Holy crap, that was a good video game movie."
I had that on DVD, and I was like, "We're
I
gonna watch
did
this
too.
all the time."
I did too. I was a fan.
Oh my god, he looks so young in this movie.
Uh huh.
Oh my god,
Uh huh.
look at that little baby face.
Let me see if I can go find a good picture of it. Yep, there it is. All right, let's see. Let me pop that up on the screen for those watching the visual version of this. Look
he
at
looks
that young. Look at that young James Bond.
He looks
Look
like
at
he
him.
almost looks like a British Frankie Muniz. Like,
Oh my God, he kind of does.
No, I'll never unsee that.
but Mom, we're reading tombs.
Oh wait, that wasn't even the right picture. What am I doing? What am I doing? There we go. There it is.
Okay, there he's more Daniel Craig.
Yeah.
Yeah. God, he does look so young. He's so young there. It's so weird. That's not even that many years before Casino Royale.
Oh, I was looking at pictures of him, and I saw one of him in Casino Royale. He looked really young in there too.
Okay. Yeah.
All right, Kaylan, add something else to the list, and then we can start seeing if we want to try to exchange anything around.
Okay. I'm gonna put one a show that I've talked about before. I was surprised by it. Really liked it. It's Arcane, the Netflix series.
Yes.
Really
Okay,
like
yeah,
this.
I can understand that. Yeah.
I really like this show. Never played League of Legends. Have no intention of playing League of Legends. I'm gripped by this show. Like, I think of all like all the shows that I've seen in terms of like the animation style. Like, none of them are as cool looking as Arcane. Like, it's a weird. I don't even know how to describe the art style, but it's just really, really good. I like it. I have no idea about the story, about the game or anything like that, but like I am gripped by this world, by the characters, what's going on. I really like this show. So I have nothing else to say. Like, I don't know if it follows the game. I don't know anything about it, but like this show has me wanting to come back and see what happens. The world is cool. The politics that they have about amongst the society is really cool. I got nothing but good things to say about Arcane. Is it could it be completely opposite and like doesn't follow League of Legends? Sure, maybe. I don't care. I still really like it.
I'm in the exact same boat. I know nothing of League of Legends, but when I watch this, my only complaint is that it only got 2 seasons and then it's done. Like, I'm sorry, what? Give me so much more of this show.
Sorry, did you finish it?
I've never seen it, don't plan on watching it, but I can recognize that it's very well rated, has gotten a lot of positive attention for it. So it's like, it's one that I'm like, yeah, I wasn't going to put it on my list, but like, if y'all had pushed for it, I wasn't going to argue it.
Yeah, Adam, you would love this. You should watch this.
I think you would like this, Adam.
Yeah, it feels slightly
I'll be honest with you
anime in a
guys,
way.
and this isn't me being like an asshole about it. When there's certain franchises that I have zero interest in, I don't even care if there's something that's really good for it. I've been told so many times to watch Arcane, and I go, I cannot get past the fact that I've tried to play League of Legends, and I fucking despise that game, and I just can't. My brain does not want to let me do it.
I have never can't even tell you one character off of the game. I was just like, I was like looking for something to watch. I'm like, I'm gonna check this out, and it just pulls you in. Like that first episode by itself, you're like, man, I'm in. So
and the art style, it's like an anime that's painted, like an actual moving painting. It's insane.
So
I'm
Chris,
not gonna disagree with you.
Chris, you finished this. Is it finished or is it like? Did it Netflix and like stop on a cliffhanger?
I didn't finish the second season. I've seen season 1. I'm like afraid to watch season 2 because I know that the show is done. Like there is no season 3 or anything. And I don't know if it's going to end up in a cliffhanger. I hope that they knew it was only going to be 2 seasons, so they wrap everything up and make it just like a short series. But yeah, I have to watch it, and I'm like always like, no, don't watch it yet because once you do, it's gone. Like, yeah, this one's a tough one. Yeah, but I love it. Season 1 is like one of my favorite shows, possibly of all time. Like, it's insane.
So I'm right now happy with Mario at number 5 and Arcane at number 6.
Honestly, I would be okay too.
If I'm being honest, I don't have a problem with up to our 6.
Okay.
To like, even though I have my opinions on certain things about it, I'm like, I don't think that there's anything I can say that will push anything above it.
Okay.
And I don't think there's anything that I can bring up that A, any of you have watched, or B, would even accept. So,
I mean, you can still try if you'd like. My list is actually
I've got
done.
one I'm going to bring up at some point. It's just I know it's that specific one. Like one of the other ones that I would bring up is just not going to.
Yeah,
I can try to sell. I can sell Chris on the Tales of Zestiria anime. I know I
100%.
can't sell Kaylan on this.
No, that's not happening. No.
I'm okay. Like if you want to put it on the list, and you and Chris can like talk about where you guys want to put it.
No, I just know it's not going to go on there because Chris hasn't watched it, so I don't have anybody else.
I haven't watched it, and there's no way in fuck I'm getting rid of Sonic for that. So,
Well, but here's the point that I was going to make. I don't have any interest in having the TV series on there. I would much rather put the first like new movie series that they've done, the first one.
I would exchange Sonic for Sonic. That I'd be willing to do.
If Sonic is on the board, I would sooner put the first movie above the Saturday morning show.
Yeah. I'm going very much based on nostalgia with the cartoon. Like,
I'm going to throw one out there just to like put like the rivalry because I feel like these two are very comparable. The Sonic movie, like the best Sonic movie that we have, or Detective Pikachu.
I like Detective Pikachu, but the more that I sat down and thought about it, the more that I think I really just liked the voice of Deadpool making Pokemon seem a little bit funny for a moment.
Yeah, I think that's it for me too.
I think the thing I liked about Detective Pikachu was how, like, they were able to capture like some like seeing a Charizard in 3D just like looked super cool, and like I can see how that.
Oh, it was cool for that.
Stuff.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, like I think how it was portraying. Oh dear God.
At least it's like.
At least it's the good one.
Yeah, it's not the original design with the teeth that Donkey Kong's missing and they put in Sonic.
Yeah. Okay. I'm not going to bat. I'm not going to like fight hard for Detective Pikachu, but like I feel like Detective Pikachu and Sonic kind of like
I did consider putting it on my list,
10.
but given that I had both Concierge and the first movie on there, I'm like, I can't have Pokemon on this list 3 times.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if I can too.
Okay.
Can't
Chris,
do that.
The only other like outside of this list movie that I wanted to bring up, and it probably won't get on there. I mean, I'll give my quick honorable mentions that I know are not going to get here, just for those that are curious. Tales of Hysteria, like I just said, they have an anime that's actually pretty decent. It's also done by UFO Table, which does some of the best like high quality animation there is out there. Same with a couple of games that had their own animes. Persona 4. I mean, all the Persona ones are decent. None of them are like amazing, but Persona 4's I think was the best. And Phantasy Star Online 2 actually had a half decent anime, so that was okay. The only other small shout out was the animated movie for Street Fighter 2, which I think is a hidden gem. Like the super old Street Fighter 2 animated movie. I think it was like 90. Let me just double check. I think it was like 95. The animated 94, yeah. Like super old school.
Dang. I didn't even see that one.
Yeah, it's actually pretty decent. And then the actual one that I want to push forward as a potential one, but I think it's probably like an 11 or 12 at this point, is Resident Evil Armageddon. That's the second one. Because I think that is probably like next to Mortal Kombat from 95 is like the best like bell-to-bell action movie because it's so over the top.
Yeah, I've not seen that one.
I also have a bit of a bias because that one was filmed locally. That was that was all Southern Ontario for a lot of that.
Oh.
In fact, there's a scene where Mila Jovovich is like sky, or what's the word I'm looking for? Like she's on a wire like running down a building. That's Toronto City Hall.
Dang.
Now, where would you put this on? Like, what's your suggestion?
Oh, it'd be like 9 or 10 at best. Like I obviously it was my number 5 on my list, so it was going to be way at the bottom. But honestly, like unless one of you were really pushing for it, I don't think it trumps any of
It's
these.
one I've not seen, so like I'm gonna like abstain on this one.
Yeah,
I think I've seen it because I saw a bunch of the Resident Evil movies, but
I will say I've seen like the first 4. The other like I know a lot of people like the first one a lot. I honestly didn't as much. The second one is the only real good one to me.
yeah, I don't really remember them much because they weren't my thing. I watched them with friends, but it was never really my thing. The Resident Evil ones at the time. Maybe I'd probably like them more now, but.
I guess the only one I could think of is that like 3 to 4 minutes of Doom where it was first person.
Right. So that was gonna be the one that I suggest was Doom. Like, is it good?
That's why I didn't bring it up originally on my list because like I'm like I don't actually like the movie. I just like that one section.
Well, you see, like for me, I put Doom as like not good in the sense that like it should be in the like top 5, but like hanging around like number 9, number 10 is totally fine. Like,
nah, I could justify it in like the 16 to 20 range. I don't think I could even go top 15 on that because it's kind of bad.
It's Doom. Like, what are they gonna do with a whole movie out of Doom? And like, then you
given how many things are getting animated now, they could do some shit with Doom.
That wasn't a thing that they could do though back in like 2000. Like,
Not
you
with
got
The Rock,
before he was like, he was on the way up when you got him. You got like you got that first person mode,
which is hilarious because that was not one of his good performances either.
Yeah. I don't know. Like that was the one that like you with Resident Evil 2 was like, you know what? Like I'd put Doom on my list, but I'm not going to go to bat, but that was one that I would consider like bottom.
I don't
10.
think I could not go to bat for that in the top 10.
No, I don't think I could. I'd rather have the Super Mario Brothers Super Show than than that.
You know what? I tried watching the Super Mario Super Show with my kids, and
It's rough.
it's rough. And like Toadstool has the most annoying voice of anything. It's somehow high pitched, but sounds like straight from New Jersey. It's so cringe.
Yeah, the Mushroom Kingdom.
Hey Mario! Oh man.
Well, I still had it on DVD, just like the Legend of Zelda cartoon. I had that too.
Oh man.
Well,
So-
unless Chris has anything else to add, it seems like we're kind of just this is our group, and we're just trying to figure out where to put the last little ones now.
I have 2 honorable mentions,
I have
but
one more
nothing
to
to
put on
fight
the
for.
list.
Oh, here we go.
It's here. I'm gonna make an argument. Splinter Cell, like it's a fantastic show. Splinter Cell is not relevant anymore. Like nobody, like it's me and like 5 other people who like that series. But like they managed to make like something that feels like it's an espionage thriller. The animation is really cool. Like the fight scenes, like the takedowns, the stealth aspect. Like they managed to capture it in their show. I like it. I think it for me. This would be my number 8. Like I really like it. I think it's a good show. I'm curious to see where they go with it. But like as a Splinter Cell fan, they capture the vibe, they capture the feeling, they capture the characters. The decision to not make Sam Fisher like the main character, but put in like another character that he works with, is really cool. Like they've taken the show and made it their own, and have kind of avoided the pitfalls of just adapting a game. So for me, like I'd put it around that 8 mark, give it or take like 7 to 9 kind of area.
God damn it! I hate that I hit that stupid window to go.
Chris, what about you? What do you think?
I haven't seen the Splinter Cell, and if it's going to attack my Sonic, I don't think that I could let Sam Fisher win, because I guarantee you James Marsden is not in the Splinter Cell.
I'm not going for 10. I'm like I said, I'd put it like 7 to 9. Like
yeah, but if you put it as 8 and we bump everything, Sonic dies.
It doesn't have to be that Sonic gets bumped for something else. We could put Sonic instead of something else. Like it can all shuffle around. It's not there. It's not this or that.
Yeah, I honestly I just haven't seen it. So I don't know. I have the same opinion about it as I do with the Edge Runners. Like I just haven't seen it yet, and I'm sure they're great. I know I would really, really enjoy them. I just haven't gotten around to them yet.
And I know Adam's not going to bat for Splinter Cell.
No, because I actually really didn't like it.
Oh.
All right.
Oh.
Well.
Oh no.
It's the community list. That's how democracy works. I will secede my Splinter Cell.
Because the way I see it is, Sonic's like this is just sitting here at the bottom. I feel like that's just at the bottom.
Okay.
It's a matter of how we want to mess. I didn't even have the right label on. God damn it! I hate how Photoshop. Be nice to me. There we go. It sounds to me like since either you've seen Concierge, it's probably going to sit down here.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's Pokemon. I don't think you guys are going to be that upset with that. So it's a matter of these two.
I would put Sonic.
I know Chris, you had some
okay
honorable mentions.
I'm okay with Sonic at 8. I'm okay with
Yeah,
Sonic
I would
at
say 8's good.
I would put Edge Runners over Pokemon Concierge simply because we already have a Pokemon game, and I feel like Pokemon, the original, I can't imagine it being better than that. Also, it has more than the Gen 1 and Gen 2, which we all agree is where Pokemon peaked. And
look, if you're going to give me the opportunity to put an anime above a Pokemon thing, I'll take any chance that you give me on that. So
yeah, I actually really want to watch Edge Runners. I want to watch that soon. I got to get around to shows. I'm behind.
It's on my list. Like it's on my list, but like we said, like there's Arcane, there's Fallout, like there's other shows I want to watch before I get to Edge Runners. And I was the person who, if you remember, advocated all of you guys to play Cyberpunk, and this one just doesn't appeal to me. Like,
yeah.
I love how you say like advocate to play Cyberpunk. I did play Cyberpunk at launch.
And I told
you
to
play it again. There's a reason why I stopped.
I told you to keep
11
going.
frames per second.
I was here,
and I told you no because I played it on PlayStation 4, and
I was here.
And PlayStation 4 made it very clear I shouldn't.
I was here at update 1.2, being like, "It's better, guys. You got to get in, go play it." And everyone's like, "No," and now everyone's like, "Oh my god, Cyberpunk's so good." I was there first. I was on the ground floor.
I was patient. Okay, I did the smart thing.
I was in my backlog. I wasn't avoiding it. It was avoiding me. It was in the list. I was trying to get there.
Chris, do you have anything you want to try to add to the list before we finalize this?
So no, I don't have anything to add to the list. I just have 2 honorable mentions. The first being that Tetris movie on, I think it's an Apple original or something like that. So it's probably on the Apple TV Plus or whatever. But it's a story of how Tetris came about. It's like one of the coolest, amazing movies I've ever seen. It's such a cool story, and the nostalgia is so real. And a lot of it's real too, like the story. There's only one scene that they admitted is very exaggerated, which is like a car chase. That didn't happen. But everything else is a slight exaggeration of what actually happened, including going to Nintendo. The actor that they got to play, like the president of Nintendo from that time, them going and seeing the Game Boy and R&D and stuff like that, like the movie hits nostalgia so hard. But also, like, my wife watched it, who did not care about the Game Boy or Tetris back then, like loved the actual movie. Because I can't remember the kid's name, but he's not a kid, he's an adult. But the guy who was the Kingsman, the kid from the Kingsman movies.
Oh
yeah.
Fuck, what's his name?
I don't remember how to say his name.
Isn't it like Eddie something or something like that?
No,
No.
that's definitely not it.
Yeah, but either way, he plays the American guy that sees Tetris at CES. in Las Vegas in the late 80s.
Taron Egerton.
Yeah,
that's
Taron
the
Egerton.
one.
There it is. Yeah. So he plays the American guy. Doesn't look like him in real life at all, but he's the one that like sees Tetris at CES and he wants it and he wants to bring it and like get the rights to it for America and everything outside of like Russia or whatever. And then it just like goes from there and it's so cool. The other shout out I want to give is, does anybody remember the cartoon from the very early 90s, maybe even 80s, around the same time as Super Mario Super Show, called Captain N? Does anybody remember this?
No.
It was a kid who got pulled into his Nintendo, and he had a group of Nintendo characters like Mega Man and stuff like that as a team.
This is like the Zelda cartoon era, isn't this?
Yeah, and he had the zapper from the NES as his weapon, and he would shoot. It had like Kid Icarus enemies. Like one of the enemies was the wizard from Kid Icarus. Like it was just a giant Nintendo advertisement as a cartoon, and the kid's name was literally Captain N, like Captain Nintendo, and he was pulled in accidentally into his NES. It
And
was.
People wonder now why Nintendo's so reluctant to make shows and movies.
This, I'm telling you, like the show was corny
Well-
and shit. But my God, did I love it.
I can kind of see some reasons why.
So you got Metroid. The
Yep.
guy with the mirror,
Yeah.
that's Simon Belmont from Castlevania.
Oh, of course
You've got
it is.
Mega Man. Like, none of it makes any sense. There's
Please-
Pit from Kid Icarus.
Please tell me that's Zelda on the left.
I don't remember who she is. That's honestly the only person I don't
I'm
remember.
gonna look it up right now.
It's probably like Princess Daisy or some shit. Like, but like Samus was in it, but like always in the suit. Like it was just the craziest, weirdest.
No, her name is apparently Princess Lana.
Princess Lana. She was probably just made up as the love interest and not from a game, while everybody else was. But they were so ridiculous.
So
like, why
apparently, because I was just looking at a story, apparently she was inspired by Palutena.
Okay. So she's just inspired. I'm pretty sure the dog is his real dog. Also, like, it's not from a game. Him and his dog were pulled into his NES, clearly while he was at home. His belt is the NES belt. Like, he would actually... there'd be an episode where enemies are coming at him. He'd just press pause on his belt and freeze everybody, and then shoot them with the zapper. I'm
This
telling
really
you,
is the most early
Oh,
90s,
yeah.
like Saturday morning cartoon. Here's what every like 8-year-old kid thought he would be when he grew up, even though we were all just such losers about it.
I would have given anything to be Captain N in, like, the very early 90s.
So
it was so good.
Interesting. I'm just reading the Wikipedia page. Donkey Kong is in the show as a minor villain.
Yes, because remember, this is before
Yep.
Donkey Kong
Yep,
Country. He's
that's
just
true.
the guy that kidnaps his
true.
women on the top of the tower,
Yep.
and you got to throw barrels, or he
Yep.
throws barrels. Yeah, yeah. The enemies were always from the different games and stuff. It was just a giant advertisement, and I loved it. Yeah, that's that.
And it's a shame they couldn't get Mike Tyson in there.
They couldn't get the rights. Yeah, that's it.
I
That's all
can't
got.
wait for the comment section of this to come out and be like, why the fuck are these things here?
Just
But
remember,
it's going to be so divided. You're going to have people like you, Adam, where it's like, Fallout, where the
Well,
fuck is
just
that
so everybody remembers, the top 4 is all Chris's idea.
yeah, just remember when you're reading this, no one's happy about this list.
Except me. The first 4. I did.
Yeah.
I was correct. I knew exactly what to do.
I just like to imagine that Chris is really like the puppeteer of this podcast and just steers me and Adam whichever way he needs to go for his own gain.
Yeah, I'll be like, hey, we should do this for the episode. Meanwhile, as I say that, it just tricks you guys into say the actual idea I want
Dance,
and the way I
puppets,
want
dance.
it.
I mean, look, if that's what we got to do, if Chris needs to start making episodes like this where it's just me and Kaylan fighting each other for half of the list, yeah, I'm okay with this. This is good content.
Yeah, I'm not mad about any of these.
No, it's good. This is,
I'm good.
for the most part, I agree with this list.
For the most part.
No, I would give
I don't
it...
have a problem with any of the names on the list. I'm just like, fuck.
That's
you
the
know
same.
what?
I'm the same way.
I'll watch Fallout probably sometime in the next month or so. I've got an anime I got to finish up. Maybe that'll be the next thing I watch, and I'll come back at some point in the next couple of weeks and be like, okay, hear me out. I think it's like 4.
Yeah, no, you've talked too much shit for you to actually acknowledge that it is as good as we say it is. But you will come in and like that's what you do because you like you've talked too much shit that you can't come in and say you're wrong. But you'll come in and be like, okay, I see where you guys are coming from, and like maybe it's not number 1, but it'll be number 4. We know
now.
About him.
If I come in, no, I
Chris,
just
tell me I'm wrong.
wrong.
Tell me I'm wrong.
This isn't
This
even for the
has
two
been
of
what
you.
I've wanted
This
from the
is for
beginning. You're just
viewers.
dancing, my puppets.
This is for the viewers. If I come on this show and say, you guys are so fucking wrong, this show is not that good, I fucking mean it. I just want everybody to know.
Yeah.
I'm not going to fake whatever reaction it is.
No, I don't think you will. But I also know you're kind of. I know you're like Adam, and you will not come in and be like, "Yeah, no, you guys are totally right. It's number 1."
I could see somebody coming.
You have to
into our
understand
comments.
how good that's going to have to be to topple minimum Mortal Kombat. I don't even know if I'll be able to top like the OG, like the way I feel about the OG Pokemon. But you know, nostalgia's hard to beat.
Yeah.
Nostalgia is hard to beat. That's how Sonic Sat AM got on there.
Also, I'm not going to say that this is a bad thing necessarily, but I do look at this top 10 and go, oh, we still got a long way to fucking go.
I don't know. I kind of.
If this was
like
if this was
everything.
pre-2020, this would have been brutal.
No, I actually think like what I'm seeing here is that like video game content's actually kind of good now, and especially like it seems like TV kind of lends itself better than movies for video games, and like seems to be like doesn't lean one way or another, whether it's animation or whether it's like real life. Like I think it's actually been getting better, and we're at a spot now where.
Oh,
video
I'm
game
not saying that this
adaptations
list is bad. I'm just saying that for something that's had let's say 40 years, you could, if you want to be generous, we can say 30. But like to have that much, and pretty much all but one of these things is before the year 2000. And then if we take out Tomb Raider, all of these things are, because technically Pokemon's been going on for much longer. So like you could make a case that pretty much all of this content is essentially
new
20 and up.
A lot of it is newer.
Yeah.
Like Sonic, Arcane, Mario,
I
Last
think
of
that's what
Us,
makes it
Fallout.
sad. It would be really telling if we did like the 10 worst next week, and then it's all fucking like that late 90s, early 2000s stretch where it was just nothing but bad shit. Actually, that's a lie. We could fit Prince of Persia in there pretty easily too.
Prince of Persia, Street Fighter,
Assassin's Creed.
Street Fighter.
No, okay. Hot take. The OG Street Fighter does not belong on a top 10 worst list because
No, it doesn't.
It is like
It
The
is actually
Room.
good.
It is so bad that it gets into good territory again.
Yeah,
And
but
also,
then
that
the
would be the
Chun-Li
most
one.
rude thing to do to Raul Julia.
Yeah, that's true. That was like his last movie. Oh God. Yeah.
I'm not even
there's
lying.
so many.
I might actually, if we have no ideas next week, we should actually do that.
Yeah,
The worst. Yeah, that'd be fun.
I think
Poor
we're gonna have
Mike. Poor Minecraft.
Yeah, unless something comes along, I think we've locked that in stone that we're
Yeah.
gonna probably put that in
Yeah.
there. And yeah, we're gonna
Oh,
put
yeah.
Minecraft number 1 just for the fucking vitriol and views.
The amount of views we would get.
My
would be
kids made me
insane.
watch that movie too much. You know what? Don't spoil the content. You know, we have to find out next week how bad we rip apart Minecraft.
But here's the thing: how many of them are gonna be the Uwe Boll movies? Because here's the thing: I don't think it's gonna be that much. Because how many of them have we actually fucking bothered watching?
I think I'm at 0. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if I've watched.
I'm at
one.
more than I should. So
Well, we'll have to find out next week. Let's just like some
All
stealth
right.
drop PS6 announcement.
Yeah,
I mean, Sony's got to do something to get people's attention again. So who knows?
Oh,
But anyway,
speaking of which, last week I said Marathon's not getting released. What do they do this week? They're like, hey, guess what? Marathon's coming out in March. Fuck.
and it was released, and it was leaked on the Xbox of all places. Like, what is happening?
that reminds me, I need to check one thing again.
Oh yeah, are we
Wild
doing,
Guard is still sitting at its 26th date. Or High Guard.
High
Guard. We're 6 days away. We've not heard anything.
I did spend some time because the thing is the streams on Saturday morning I will still be like talking a little bit. If there's something that I really want to go on about, I will. And High Guard was the one because like, and I'll repeat just a quick bit before we shut it off here. I don't understand the process of this. I like the whole rumor that it's only in that spot because something pulled out of the Game Awards last minute and Jeff needed to put it in that spot. And apparently they didn't pay for that spot. It was just they paid the general cost to get in the show and Jeff put it there. Okay, all that stuff aside, whatever. I have never seen a game in its entire history just vanish after announcement the way that this has. Like, the fact that we are 6 days from this coming out, and there has been, since the Game Awards, not a follow-up trailer, not an introduction to the characters, not any gameplay features,
No hands-on
and not a
previews.
delay, is crazy.
So I'm right now on the PSN network, and I'm actually looking up High Guard. Nothing comes up. There's no like pre-order or anything.
No deluxe
It's
edition?
one of the weirdest things. I'm assuming it's still going to launch, and they're just hoping that no news at this point is just going to, like, people will try it anyway, and maybe word of mouth will save it. But it's not looking good.
Yeah, it's weird.
And I mean, look, if it was Jeff Keighley's call to put it there, it just proves I know the Game Awards better than Jeff, because I fucking would not have done that.
No. So many
Maybe I
other
should be
options.
Jeff.
You should be.
Because, like, I think we're all in agreement. We would have finished with, like, the Star Wars Mass Effect-ish looking game.
Yeah,
Like the
100%.
Old Republic one.
That, the Tomb Raider, any of the other games, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It also, like, without like thinking about the rumors, it just makes you think, like, what pulled at the last second if that's actually true. I have a feeling it probably isn't, because it just makes the story way too better in the end. It's always just something mundane. It's just, yeah, no, Jeff just thought it'd be really cool and just put it there.
Well, it is free to play,
yeah.
so we can give it a try and report back next week what we think.
I'm not fucking doing that.
I'm tempted. I might actually do it. If it's free to play, why not?
I'll be too busy pre-purchasing Marathon for all the Marathon gaming.
Of course you will.
No, I don't.
Of course
think
you
I
will.
I don't think I will.
All right, well, enough about that. So we are going to throw this off the air. So, hey, again, if you're watching on YouTube, this is the real time for you to get in the comments. What did we fucking miss? What stuff are you offended that we A, didn't even bring up, or B, you're like, Pokemon Concierge, but, like, for example, we didn't bring up the Castlevania anime. You'll be like, Pokemon Concierge against Castlevania? Put that in the comments below. Let us know what you think. And obviously you got the link tree there as well, linktr.ee/PixelPlay Podcast, where you got the link to our Discord. Hey, you really want to yell at, probably me, about what's going on in this list? Do it. Let us know. Obviously, then like and subscribe on YouTube. If you're listening on any audio platforms, you can give us a rating. Please do so there. And then, of course, share with all your friends. So, Friday, assuming Chris can, Chris and I can get together, because obviously, it's all dependent on if a furnace guy decides to show up or not around him, so he can not stop freezing in his basement. We should be doing, speaking of things like Mortal Kombat, which we did in this video, we're going to be starting a series on character designs. So our first one's going to be our top 5 favorite character designs from the Mortal Kombat series. So look forward to that. And then Saturday morning at 9:30 a.m. Eastern, I will be streaming. I'm not sure what I'll be doing yet. I'm sure by about sometime tomorrow I'll have the stream queued up, and you'll know what that'll be, but I haven't quite decided yet. It'll be something that I know I won't fail at exponentially, so, at least it'll be an hour and a half minimum of me not falling flat on my face the entire time, so look forward to that. So anyways, take care, enjoy the rest of the day wherever you may be, and thank you so much for joining us. So, bye-bye for now.